Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me once again today. My name is General Confusion, and this is Ultimate General Civil War. So, we just finished the Battle of Antietam, and it was bloody. 80,000 men, all told, lie dead on the field north of the town of Sharpsburg. But we won. Only a quarter of those casualties were ours. More than 60,000 of the Army of the Potomac were killed. Realistically, that should have destroyed the Army of the Potomac as a unit. In fact, it probably should have destroyed the Army of the Potomac well before they reached the 60,000 mark. But in any case, unfortunately our own casualties were heavy. We lost 20,000 men, and we did not get enough recruits to replace all of those. I spent some of my reputation, 30 points of it, in order to get 3,500 more recruits, and I've made all the replacements I can, but 1st Division, 1st Corps, our elites, are somewhat under strength, especially Maney. Maney is our best unit at this point, with a whopping 89 efficiency and 100 morale, plus very respectable firearms, melee, stamina, and command. He has 3 stars. Siegfried, Kemper, and Richards each have 2 stars, and Frank, who is back in action. Welcome back, Brigadier General Frank. Frank's unit has 2 stars as well. 2nd Corps and 3rd Corps I've built up, so I now have 3 roughly equal-sized corps, commanded by myself, Adalbert Cromwell, Albert Johnston, and Robert E. Lee. I was given Robert E. Lee immediately after Antietam, which is kind of cool, although it's interesting that in this Civil War continuity, Robert E. Lee is only a corps commander. So each are of approximately equal size. I have, once again, about 48,000, 50,000 infantry. I have about 4,500 artillerymen. I have no cavalry at this point. There is no cavalry contingent to the army whatsoever, and I should probably fix that. I have the money to do so, but I don't have any recruits. So hopefully after this next minor battle, I will be able to get myself some cavalry. Or, I mean, I could disband an infantry unit and use the recruits to give myself cavalry instead. But I don't really want to give up the infantry. Well, maybe I could. I could disband Maggleton here. They only have 1 star. Or do I have a no-star unit? I have Durrell. Durrell has no stars. Yeah, I think maybe actually I'll do that. I'm going to disband Durrell. And we're going to give each corps a cavalry unit. What cavalry weapons do I have? Palmettos, I have 200 Colt 1855s. For shot cavalry. Okay, so we're going to get units of 400 shot cavalry each. 1 for 3rd Corps. No, not artillery. 1 for 2nd Corps. And we have plenty of money left over, so we're going to spend the money to get them good weapons. And 1 for 1st Corps. There we go. That leaves us with 730 extra recruits, which we can put into, we could put them into Wilcox. We could fill Wilcox up, and then let's fill up Revere. And Maggleton. They can be rookies for Maggleton, though. Maggleton doesn't need veterans. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of cavalry floating around that we can use for flanking maneuvers and such. So yeah, we're up to... The numbers are unfortunately now a little uneven. We've got 18,000 in both 1st and 2nd Corps, and only 14,600 in 3rd Corps. But whatever, 3rd Corps will just be a little bit smaller. It has 12 brigades versus the 15 brigades of 1st and 2nd. So for battles, the battles this time are quite widely scattered. I think because there weren't that many minor battles in between Antietam and Fredericksburg in the Eastern Theater, where we've kind of been hanging out for a little bit here. Fredericksburg is the next grand battle, and this is exciting to me. This is the minor battle effects. They weren't working before, but they are now. So as you can see here, I won Antietam, so the Union Army at Fredericksburg will be 7% smaller because of that victory. Which historically, of course, the Confederates didn't manage to pull out. It was a minor defeat, or arguably a tactical draw, historically. Over here, the Battle of Corinth, I can keep the enemy morale down by winning that battle, and I can also lower the enemy army size by winning the Battle of Prairie Grove. Now, I honestly don't know as much about these battles in the West. So the Battle of Corinth, I can talk about the strategic situation. I don't recall exactly how it went down tactically, but strategically, Corinth had been captured earlier in the year by Union forces after the Battle of Shiloh. And that was very, very bad for the Confederacy because Corinth was a railroad junction. Two major railroads crossed at Corinth, and they led directly into the heart of the Confederacy. So by capturing Corinth, Union forces under Grant had sort of split the Confederacy in half and had opened up, lines of movement down all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. This was part of the Anaconda strategy, which focused on seizing major transportation and communication links in order to divide the Confederacy and make it very difficult for them to fight back, and which did eventually work. So capturing Corinth was a step towards capturing Vicksburg, which was a major fortress controlling the Mississippi River, and as I said, it had a lot of strategic value in and of itself. So this is the second Battle of Corinth. So the Siege of Corinth, earlier this year, the Confederates had retreated from the town, and the Union had captured it. We are now trying to recapture the town. It's interesting, actually, that they have this as a minor battle. It was actually fairly major, involved more than 40,000, I think almost 50,000 soldiers total, and several thousand casualties. But in any case, so we are trying to recapture Corinth and disrupt the Federal offensive in this southern area. So our army is deploying to attack the Yankees north of Corinth. We need to seize this town, a critical junction in northern Mississippi, and disrupt Federal lines of communication. You lead the attack on the exposed left Federal flank. Their position at Memphis Road is exposed, leaving a significant gap from their center. If you move swiftly, you can crush them before Yankees send reinforcements. If we win, we'll get $69,000, 3,500 recruits. I really want those recruits, and I really want to not take many casualties, because I want my army to build back up. It's a little smaller now than it was at Antietam. And we'll also get 5 reputation. So the way this battle went historically in broad strokes is that Rosecrans, the Union commander, had devised sort of a 2-layered defense where there was an outer skirmish line, and then they fell back onto a much more impressive breastwork reinforced by 5 batteries, and they held the Confederates there. There was rather a lot of, let's say, how do I describe it? There was a lot of discussion over whether what Rosecrans did was a good idea and whether he pulled it off effectively, but he did win the battle, so there is that. So we get 15 brigades, which means we could deploy 1st Corps, 2nd Corps, 3rd Corps would be a little small, so I think we're going to go with either 1st or 2nd, and let's go with 1st Corps. I always like to have myself in there. My only worry here is that my elites, my 1st Division, is a little bit small. So, we are attacking on the exposed Union left flank, so they have a line there, and we're supposed to flank them, presumably, and drive them off the field, I guess. Yankees have deployed their left flank at Memphis Road, leaving a significant gap in their center. Their headquarters are established in this farm. Attack swiftly and crush the Federal flank. Okay, that's all the information we get. So we do have our entire corps on the field. Here's the Union center. Looks like they do have some fences for defense, but if we're attacking the Federal left flank, it did say they have a gap, so we might be able to go right in here, get into these woods, and sweep them this way. Or alternatively, we could go this way down this road, come through the fields and these woods, but they're going to have these woods garrisoned. I imagine they'll have a line, like, in this area, obviously. So, let's see what we can do. Let's get 1st Division. I'm going to continue to use 1st Division as my flanking force, despite their low numbers, just because they've been very successful in that, that role. We'll get 2nd Division, 3rd Division can back up. We'll have 2nd Division. 2nd Division are also actually quite effective, and elite, honestly. So 1st Division's over here on the left. 2nd Division will take the front. They have 2 batteries, Deering and Harland. Penrose, McLean, and then 3rd Division has only 2 infantry. 3rd Division will flank right. But the 3rd Division artillery will back up the... Well, actually, we want Penrose at least backing them up. And then 3rd Division cavalry will flank wide left. Okay, let's get some skirmishers out. Yes, I do leave it paused while I'm doing this. 1st Division, come over in this direction. 2nd Division, you all advance directly into the woods. And 3rd Division, these 3 units I want coming down this way. 3rd Division Artillery can advance with 2nd Division, and Sill with his cavalry can flank wide. Cromwell follow 2nd Division, Bristow follow in like that. Okay, so Mahoney's skirmishers have given us vision. Ah. Okay, so 1st Division, I need you to go even wider. 1st Division is going to come right on the flank here. Okay, so let's pause and see how the Union line is set up. They're a little bit angled. Hackelman is actually charging towards us. So 2nd Division, if we could get Wilcox's skirmishers right up there. Wilcox himself up here in the woods running. Mahoney up here in the woods running. And Carlin up here in the woods. Yeah, sure, fine, running. Carlin's skirmishers come down through those fields. 3rd Division advance. There's more walls over here, but I don't see any troops on them. That may just be because I can't see them. That's not to say that there aren't any there. Hackelman, Fuller, there's skirmishers there. Up, they're advancing. Okay. Okay, Siegfried. 1st Division needs to get into the woods in defensive positions pronto. I do not want to be caught out of cover by all these Union troops coming in. If you could just charge those skirmishers and get rid of them, please. Yeah, I know you're going to take shots coming in, but just kill the skirmishers. Just kill them. Kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. Alright, now get out. Get out, get out, get out. Get out. Get out, Sill. Fall back. Alright, Kemper and Siegfried, line up. Okay, so what's going on here? So we do have troops down there, so they have a whole long line. They have a nice long line. And we didn't quite get far enough to flank them. Richards, don't... Yeah, actually, okay, Richards, that's fine. Come on over there. Kemper, shoot him. Siegfried, shoot him. Please, open fire. Please open fire. Thank you. Because Fuller is basically in the open, so 1st Division can just start blasting them. 2nd Division has not yet begun their assault. That's okay for right now. Oh, here comes Oglesby. Richards, Richards, turn around, turn around. Oh, crying out loud, Richards. 3rd Division is just massacring some skirmishers that are out in the open. Let me see. See, we have Allen stretched out here. We might be able to pierce the enemy formation. You just move forward and shoot a little bit, please, Wilcox. You've got cover there in the woods. See if you can't get Hackelman right in the flank a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Hold there. Arlen. Okay, we've got those skirmishers captured. Good. Statham and Cabell. I want to bring them into the woods where they can both fight Crocker. Because I think they'll be able to do it effectively. I'm gonna have Sill charge these skirmishers again because screw them, I hate them. I want them dead. I've got artillery shelling Oglesby. Hey, Sill, don't get too cocky. Don't get into Fuller. Do not get into Fuller. He's taking a pasting right now, but we can't count on that continuing. Alright, Fuller is retreating. Richards, get up there. Kemper, advance. Siegfried, shoot at Oglesby. Siegfried has taken a beating as well. And I need Maney to move up and start doing his part. I need Fuller to keep routing. These units... Penrose, I need Penrose to get up. I need these captured skirmishers to run away. Harlan's skirmishers, on the other hand, can come forward and start keeping Allen busy. Mahoney, in fact, and Wilcox all move up right into there. You guys can rejoin your unit. You're not doing any good. Harland and Deering, I need you guys to push up. I need McLean to push up as well. Alright, Oglesby is suffering. Harlan's skirmishers are picking away. Cabell, I'm going to need you to charge. I think with 2 brigades versus 1, and with our artillery support coming up, I think we can support a charge here. Oglesby is routing. McLean, set up. Mahoney's doing his job. Come on, Statham. Cabell, how's your morale doing? Doing fine. Give him a volley. Give him a volley. Alright, now charge in on your own. Support. Sill, see if you can get around, maybe. Alright, we are driving the Federal line back. Wilcox needs to advance in support. Harlan's skirmishers need to get up here. Deering and Harlan both need to get up here. Because Hackelman is out of position. And in trouble. Cavalry, yep, distract Fuller, distract Fuller. If you all die, it'll be sad. I will mourn your loss. Oh, Yankee reinforcements sighted to their rear. No, that's our rear. Crap. Okay, we've driven Crocker off. Good, good. Cabell. Come up behind Allen, keep the momentum going. Penrose, get in there. Statham, keep pursuing Crocker. Detach some skirmishers. Statham's skirmishers come back here to deal with that cavalry that is coming up behind us. Richards is flanked. Sill, see if you can charge into Hackelman while he's still running. Hackelman or Oliver, or, oh, no, there's Oglesby. Can't have Oglesby. Alright, Richards. Kemper needs to advance. Siegfried needs to advance. Harlan needs to advance. Mahoney's skirmishers need to rejoin their unit. And Frank needs to advance. Okay. Here comes cavalry and skirmishers. That's fine. Cavalry and skirmishers we can pretty much deal with. Wilcox, split off some skirmishers to send over here. Cabell. I don't want you charging because your condition is like 1%. But this is okay. This is okay. We're doing fine. We are doing hunky-dory. As long as Richards can hold off Fuller. So, get into these woods, see if there's anything useful you can do. Okay, and Crocker is running in this direction. Statham, you keep holding him off. Allen is doing a good job. Cabell, why are you turning that way? Penrose, get down here. I'm gonna need you to fire at Hackelman. Okay, Sill, run away, run away, run away, run away. Siegfried, Frank. Okay, Maney. Harlan. Run forward. They've left their... Wait. Okay, I just wanted to point this out because it is a huge mistake. Oliver is back here chasing my cavalry. Hackelman has turned to face Cabell. Fuller was pushed out of position and is now trying to come back. Here's Oglesby. That's 1 unit guarding 3 artillery. At this point, my units... Okay, he's got infantry coming in from the side. That could be a problem. But I'm going to turn my cavalry my artillery, sorry, not my cavalry. I'm going to turn my artillery and Maney in that direction. Frank is still holding off Fuller. Siegfried. I don't want Siegfried and Maney massacred, so it's going to have to be Carlin who rushes up. Siegfried and Maney are both actually going to turn to hold off the flanking maneuver. We've got Statham skirmishers can come up there. Statham is down here holding off Crocker, who looks like he's coming back for another go. Cabella's doing fine. Mahoney's going to charge in and take out Allen. Wilcox. Shoot at Sears. Don't worry about Oglesby. Shoot at the artillery. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Union reinforcements coming in. That's a problem. Okay, Cabell. Get up there. Catch him in the open. Shoot him. Don't engage in melee with him. Just shoot him. Harlan, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Not well. Not doing well. More Union cavalry coming in. Well, shoot at Sullivan. They're shooting at Crocker. Oh, I've gotten 2 split up. I have gotten 2 split up. I need to break Crocker. I need to break him now. Harlan is breaking. What do we have here? Maney, get up there. Wilcox's skirmishers. McLean, fire. Deering, fire. Siegfried, get up there. Harland. Yep, keep those guys running. Supplies can come down here. Cromwell needs to support this assault. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, Statham, get your volley. There we go. Now charge. Still charge. Charge, 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 charge. If we can break Crocker with the cavalry plus supporting fire, that will be what we need to do. Hit him before he gets a volley. Hit him before he gets a volley, please. Thank you. Okay, Crocker's broken. And Sill will stay on him. Kemper is taking ridiculous damage from stone, but Wilcox is still holding on against Oglesby. We've got all our artillery back here with Siegfried and Maney dealing with Sanborn. And 2 units of skirmishers. Okay, we don't need all that. Harland, move down. Provide support. Fuller is chewing up Richards and Kemper both. Y'all need to fall back into slightly better cover. Down here, yep, Sill is still doing his work. Statham is now coming up to deal with Sullivan. It was the flanking. The flanking like that was just too much to deal with. I was too exposed. I advanced in the wrong way. Sanborn is taking it on the chin, though. But now Mahoney's also going to take it on the chin. Because Sullivan over here is sucking up all of our attention. Okay, Fuller is marching out of the woods. That's a little weird. Frank, move up. Carlin, get back here. Wilcox is routing. Cromwell needs to fall back. Sanborn is still eating it. No, Sill. Oh, crap. Sill broke. Shoot. Well, Sullivan is wavering. Might still be able to pull this off, but it's going to be bloody. See, I've taken 20% casualties. I've lost thousands. The only bright side is Ogles is now super, super flanked. Get rid of that cavalry. And get rid of Sanborn. Okay. It's time to go. I need Cabell and Statham. They are my hope. I have an hour. Okay. I've broken Oglesby. I have Fuller coming back up, however. If I can push through here, and I have Cabell and Statham coming in on this side, hopefully I'll be able to drive the Union off in this direction. That's what I want. But Baldwin is back in line. Siegfried and Maney can hold this side of the woods. McLean and Deering can move down here, and Mahoney, as soon as Mahoney stops being a coward, he's not a coward, he's just scared. Harlan. That is a terrible defensive position. Rove up into the woods. Yes, Fuller is flanked. Good, good. Flank Fuller, by all means. There are too many units over here. Okay, Fuller's routing. Excellent. Carlin, keep pushing. Richards. Kemper. Frank. Sill's doing his best. Mahoney. Crap, Cabell got caught in melee. Because all the Union infantry is right here. So, this is what we're going to do. Richards going to shoot at Stone. Kemper shoot at Oglesby. Carlin shoot at Oglesby. Wilcox shoot at Oglesby. Frank advance to here. Mahoney come up in the fields and deal with Baldwin, if you can. Harland up. Deering up. McLean up. Maney and Siegfried form up. Sill still scoring kills. Statham still holding on, doing well. We've broken the enemy line. Carlin needs to push forward. Kemper in support. Richards right there. We're routing the enemy artillery. McPherson is going. Baldwin is routing. Mahoney and Wilcox push, 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 push. Now, 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 now. Fast, 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 fast. Get Oliver. Get that artillery dead. We've almost got it. We've got it. They're running. Get rid of Fuller. If we can get rid of Fuller, then it's in our hands. Oh, Carlin, no. Don't run. All right. All we have to do is drive out Fuller. Okay, we have pushed the enemy entirely through their own lines. These guys need to rapidly reform. Cromwell needs to come down with Bristow. I think I've taken more casualties than it's worth, but I did it. There's Crocker coming in on my rear again. There's these guys reforming. Oh no. What's back here? Oh, skirmishers. My cavalry died while I wasn't looking. That's a shame, but oh well. Harlan, don't you dare rout. It's also a shame that Union infantry routed through my artillery. Oh, there's Crocker. Okay, Penrose, get out of there. Just shoot him. We only have 27 more minutes. Come on, people. Yeah, I took 30% casualties. I lost more than the 3,500 I'm going to get back, which is a huge shame. Yeah, Carlin alone took 1,000 casualties. These 3 units represent 2,000 casualties by themselves. 2,500, 2,900. Didn't go as well as it could have. Siegfried, oh yeah, Siegfried, keep pursuing. Mahoney, get ready to hold against Sanborn. So, this could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better. I mean, I'm inflicting way more casualties than I've taken, but... And at least Maney, my best unit, hasn't taken many casualties. But Siegfried has, and Richards took... Oh my gosh, Richards has been cut in half. And Kemper has taken a lot of casualties. You two just back up. Just fall back. Make sure Oliver doesn't do anything too upsetting. Yeah, I may have to fill out my veteran units with raw recruits to some degree after this, or I may just not have enough troops to fill them out at all. Really a shame, but only 8 minutes left. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. Three, 2, 1, 0. And we're done. So yeah, they outnumber me significantly, as is usual. Casualties, oh my gosh, I lost 12 guns and 6,200 infantry in that battle. Honestly, that just wasn't worth it. But there were no draw conditions. You had to hold the farm. That just wasn't worth it. At least I rescued 6 of my Napoleons, but I lost... How many guns did I lose again? I lost 12. I captured another 2,400 Springfields. And honestly, guns are not the issue. I'm not worried about guns just because I have money. I mean, I have 147,000. I just got another 69,000. Only 3,500 recruits, though. And 3,500 recruits is not enough. First Corps is down to 12,000 from 18,000. I can't replenish all those losses, so... That's kind of the problem. I really needed to do that in a different way somehow, and I'm not sure how exactly I could have done that better. Obviously, if I was just a better player, I could have done much better, but wow, 24-pounder howitzer, that might be worthwhile. Anyway, I'll deal with all this stuff off screen once again, and I'll be back in the next one for the next minor battle leading up to Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg should be great fun. You know, Fredericksburg, if it's at all historical, it's just not a difficult battle. It's just kind of a cakewalk for any kind of army at all. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, my viewers. If you liked this video, leave a like, leave a comment, talk about what you saw. Consider subscribing to the channel, and more content like this will be coming your way on the regular. So thank you once again, and I will see you in the next one.